Welcome back to the Thister podcast. We apologize. This one's a few days late. We've been
Better
really
late than never.
busy for the last 2 weeks. Like either I can't or Melissa can't. We had Santi's big party, even though that's not an excuse, but we're gonna attempt to record some in advance to have like filler in between. But here we are. This will probably be recorded today and go up today just so we stay. We've been really good at posting once a week, and we eventually want to do twice a week, like a short episode and a longer format episode. So that's the goal. But welcome back. Thank you guys for all the messages I got about where's the podcast? Why haven't you uploaded the podcast? What's going on? Did I miss the podcast? I like it because it keeps us accountable, one. And two, like, it means that you guys are actually listening to it and waiting for it. So thank you for all the love and support. So we start every podcast with a little life update. I'll let Melissa go first. Go ahead, Meli.
Hello, everyone. It's been a minute, but
it's
all
so
is
radiant
well
today.
Thank you. I feel like I look a little rough, but todo bien. It's like Linda said, we've just been busy. I have a lot of work at state season, and then just had a lot of personal stuff going on. We just had Santi's party. It was a total hit. Everyone had a blast, including my son. Like I was concerned that he was going to be overstimulated or llorón, pero no,
he did good. He did good. No estaba engentado. He did good at his baptismal. Like thanks to me. Say thank you.
Es que ya le sacamos el chamuco.
I did have to bounce the shit out of him. Like my calves were so sore from bouncing him, so he would like not be fussy. But he did good.
Yeah,
and the mass was great. It was like 30 minutes, short, relevant.
And we had a really cool priest.
Yeah, the father he was hip with the times.
He was young. He's tiktokero. For those San Vecinos, I know you guys know him, el Padre Pequereque.
Pequereque?
He's an influencer. So
I know, that's what I heard. And I heard he's hard to get, so good for you.
But no, I was so happy with the turnout, honestly, and I'm very grateful for everyone that showed up, and it was just great. So I'm glad I did it. I'm glad everyone convinced me because I really wasn't going to have a party for him. I was just going to do like a little cake cutting and call it a day, which is still a party, but I wasn't planning to do anything, in all honesty. So I'm glad that everyone convinced me to do something.
Back to the father before we move on too much, like I can see why he's popular because he's younger.
And my son?
No, the father, the priest, the Catholic priest. Like he was very relevant to the time. It didn't feel judgmental. It was relaxed. He explained like baptismal in like current times and what it means to be godparents, and
like, I think that's the whole point. I think the whole point is for everyone to evolve and like stick up to date so it can feel relevant, because if it's too traditional still, or if it's no sé, I mean, I get it. Like there's tradition and cosas que
I feel like the Catholic Church is getting with the times, which was long overdue. Like, tampoco no los puedo aplaudir because it is 2025, but I feel like they are getting with the times. It's still traditional, but less judgmental, less everything. I really like this Pope and like his stance against Trump and the things he says. Like, he's the next one to get canceled by Trump for sure. He's about to like cancel the Catholic religion because he is going against the grain, but I love it. I'm here for it. I think if the church really wants people to stay Catholic and stay in their religion, like they are going to have to get with the times. And the Catholic guilt thing, I think, has always not worked in the Catholic favor. So I think them dropping that is going to be huge for the Catholic religion. So
yeah, well, I mean, but most of the Trumpsters, is it Catholicism or is it Christianity or is it any just
I mean the ones that are like MAGA, like fanatics, like the culty ones, because that's what it is. Let's call it what it is. It's a cult, or very Christian. But I think Catholicism is like one of the biggest religions in the world. So I mean, he's got to stay on the Catholics' good side because they're they're huge. Like, we're huge. I mean, I don't know if I consider myself super
That's what I was gonna
Catholic.
say. Do you identify as
I grew up
Catholic?
Catholic. I have all my sacraments. I got married through the Catholic Church. My kids go to Catholic school. But I'm not a fan of any organized religion, because at the end of the day, I think it takes away from the spirituality. I get that there has to be some sort of organization, but I just feel like we as people always seem to take things too far. And I think that's in most organized religion. So I'm not a huge fan of organized religion, but I do believe in God. I do consider myself some spiritual. I do pray every single day.
Same
But
here.
I'm just not a big fan of mega churches or organized religion or things like that, because they do get a little culty, and then that's when people take things way too far.
Speaking of cults, I finished the show Wayward. Oh my God.
Yeah, that it's on Netflix. I think it came out last week. I finished it last night. It was good. It was
What the
really, really
fuck?
good. It was a mind fuck for sure.
I was just telling Linda how it amazes me how people like this happens. Like this stuff really happens. How you can convince someone to do these things. And I mean, I get it. It's people wanting to find a group of people and feel at quote unquote home, filling a void. But it's just insane how you can easily brainwash someone and convince them about something, whether it's
Oh,
a
yeah,
belief.
for sure. Cults have been around since the beginning of time. I mean, I think MAGA is a fucking cult, and we're watching it in real time.
I
But
want to study cults.
it's always, I mean, somebody that a cult appeals to, or somebody that joins a cult, even if they don't know it's a cult, it's always because they're lacking a bigger purpose, or they're lacking something in their life, or they need a community. So I feel like if you have a good family, if you have a good friend group, if you have whatever, like, you're not going to fall prey to a cult. But if
Do you
you're
think we're a
missing
cult?
sisters,
Like you and I were like the only two members in our cult.
no, but I would love to have a sister cult.
Be careful what you wish for.
No, I'm just kidding. But
Did I tell you that there's a cult like really close to my house? There's like a neighborhood that's really close, that it's a private property and people live there.
I can see it. Where you live, the area,
yeah, they can't leave
for a cult because it's off the grid.
But they can't leave. They work there. They grow like their own like everything, and they sell it, and that's how they make money. And they only have like a few people that can leave, but it's insane.
Yeah, your area where Melissa lives, I could totally see like cults, a lot of cults finding their home there, because it's off the grid. Everything's very separated. They could go high, like nobody would ever really find them unless you were looking.
Well, it's really sad because one of our friends, he's Border Patrol, and he said that there was someone that was walking like in the middle of the night, se miraba beat up, and like someone said que era supuestamente un ilegal, y se arrimaron y era una gringa, and that she looked like pretty beat. And that she said that she was probably like a teen, like 15, 16, and that she was saying that she had left and that did not take her back, that it's scary over there.
Well, like
blah, blah,
the
blah.
Wayward, like the Hayward. Is it Wayward or Hayward?
Wayward.
Well, yeah, like how many times were they trying to get picked up, and like escape? I do recommend the show. But you want to know
the sad part? So like they were asking her, the girl here, the one that I told you that the Border Patrol found her, and they were like, well, what's your name? Like, what's your date of birth, your social security, so we can like find you. And apparently she had nothing because she was born there. And that since she was like a minor, they had to return her back.
And there's no record of her, no social security number.
But they had to return her back because it's like, pues no.
I don't think they had to. They could have turned her into CPS. I think they could have found her like a halfway home till they figure out what's going on, if there's abuse and stuff. Because well, that was fucked up of that person, because I'm pretty sure they could have took her to CPS to like.
Well, I don't know what their protocol is, so.
I mean, if a kid tells you that they're in danger, you don't send them back to, you figure out, you investigate.
But I mean, think about it. Like, I was talking to Elias about the story. Like, Elias was like, when I was a teen, like, I tried to escape my house like multiple times porque andaba peleándome con mi mamá and stuff.
Well, see, but it's still worth investigating. That's why there's these organizations to see if it's really true or it's just teenage angst and they're just like, being rebellious.
Did you ever try to escape?
No, I mean, as a little kid, like toddler, like fighting and being like, I'm leaving the house. And then I remember my grandpa was like, well, go. And I packed my little maleta. I was little, like, I don't even, maybe kindergarten. And I'm walking and I'm waiting for them to come get me. And like, I'm walking and I'm like slamming doors. And then I get to the gate and he's just out there watching me, like smiling. And I was like, how far is he going to let me go? Pero
That's
tampoco no
funny.
estoy pendeja. So I'm like, fine. I went back and just threw my little fit.
But yeah, watch Wayward. It's wild.
Were you expecting that ending? I knew that this is spoiler alert, so fast forward if you haven't watched it. But I knew la güera esa, the pregnant one. I knew she was evil, and I knew she was gonna. I had a feeling that she was gonna
Okay, I have a
override.
question. You know how at the end, supuestamente the husband left with the baby because the baby was everyone's, but then it was just like
Like he was
a
just thinking
dream,
about it.
and he stayed. But what happened? Did he stay or did he
No,
really
he
leave?
stayed. He was thinking about leaving. That's why the door was open and he saw the baby, and it was like a premonition, like not a premonition, but like he was thinking about it. But then he decided, because obviously también he was lacking community. He didn't have a good relationship with his parents. He didn't have other family. I think he was like, fuck it, like this is very culty, but like at least I found my people, and he didn't want to leave
Well,
the
just
baby.
like that, the little young girl, the one
that stayed.
Uh-huh.
I knew she was gonna stay. I knew she was gonna stay.
Anyhow, crazy. Something else that I'm watching, and I don't even want to watch it. Like, it's disturbing. Is
The
that
monster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you like it, you're weird.
You know what's fascinating to me is that his story inspired Chainsaw Massacre, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Silence of the Lambs, Psycho. His story inspired like all the huge horror slasher films. I mean, they were all loosely based on his character, but he inspired so many horror movies.
Not
I haven't
normal.
finished it. I went halfway through it.
I'm on episode 2, but like I can only watch like 10 minutes at a time because I'm like it disturbs me.
I'm dying at so he was on Sons of Anarchy. So he's really attractive. Like he's hot. That guy's hot. And you can still tell. I mean, they try to make him ugly, but he's still good looking. But on Sons of Anarchy, he was like a total like heartthrob. So the memes are just cracking me. I'm like more into like the TikToks and the memes of him than the actual story. So I think that kind of makes it funny for me. So now when I watch it, like I'm just thinking about all the TikToks and shit I seen. The part that I don't know if you've got to it that was really like I was like fuck, when there was a chair and there was a nipple, like he was like upholstered with human skin and then you can see a nipple. I was like, ooh, like
no, there's just a lot. There's just a lot that's not. It's not okay.
But the thing with that is Ryan Murphy. So he's done all of these. He did the Menendez brothers. He did what's his name? Dahmer. So those there's a lot more information about. But this one, because it was so far back, there is information, but he filled in a lot of blanks. So when you're watching this, know that it's very loosely based on it. He took like creative liberty to add a lot of things.
You just must be sick to be this creative.
Well, there must be a lot of sick people because his shows, like all his American Horror Story series, was like wildly
Is
popular.
American Horror done?
I think for now, because he's doing this monsters, like I think
I'm
this
really
is his
excited
spin-off.
to see his other show that's going to come out on Hulu.
With the
lawyers.
The lawyers, I know. I'm like, I love Law and Order law shows and stuff. But I kind of hate that he used Kim. Like, I'm not a Kim hater. I'm just like, I don't know. Maybe it's just political for me. Like the way, like her stance is so like whatever's just in her favor. And it's like, how much money could you possibly make at this point? Like, you're rich, you proved it. Like, why don't you stand up for something that's bigger than you? I
mean, she does. She's a lawyer. I'm not saying she does. Like, I'm just what I see. She's a lawyer and she does all those like incarceration.
Yeah, but she's also she also is a Trump supporter. So I don't care how much good you do. Like that's for the general world, like damaging.
Yeah.
So
and it's a known fact that she's a Trumpster.
Yeah. And but I know it is. I mean, it's because of like she wants proximity to power and money and. I don't get it, but I know why. But now it's just hard for me to support like any of it, you know? And I was always defending her because I'd always be like, you know, she works really hard, whatever. She's beautiful. She is beautiful and she has been successful. But now it's just like how much more money do you want to make? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe because I don't think like that.
Yeah.
But so this episode is just going to be chismes and catching up and catching my sister up because she's not on TikTok and things get to her like 3 to 6 weeks later. Like then she's telling me something. I'm like, girl, that was like weeks ago. So the Taylor Swift album just dropped.
I like it.
I liked it too. I mean, I'm not a huge Swiftie. I'm
Neither
not a
am
huge
I.
pop music, period. Like any pop music. Like I'm not huge, but I didn't think it sucked. I think people are reading like way into it. But like everything, like she had a huge last couple years where she was a mega superstar. And sadly, we're in a culture where we love to like build people up and then rip them down. So I think she's at that point in her career where she got so big that now everybody's just looking for a reason to hate her, you know?
I do think so. I think she's
Yeah.
really
Well,
people are
because
talking shit.
you're not on TikTok, girl. Yeah,
You
the
see,
album
because it's negative.
the album is getting like they're reading so far into it.
I think from what I've heard is that like the diehard Swifties aren't impressed, but like the people that aren't Swifties are impressed, aka us. And I think it's good because I mean
it's
her
more
fan base is gonna
pop.
grow.
Yeah, it's more pop. It reminds me of Reputation. It's more pop, upbeat, kind of feisty, kind of spicy. And I think um diehard
Swifties.
fans like the like slower romantic heartbreak boy stuff like because I did not like the last album, the Poet Society, whatever it was called. Like me and Elle were like, I listened to it mostly because Elle likes it, but I think Elle's past her Swift era. Like she liked the diss tracks because she's a Scorpio y le gusta pelear, but I don't think she's a huge Taylor Swift fan anymore. And Taylor Swift is a marketing mega machine. Like she's marketed as the girl next door, all American, like, you know, girl's girl. So I think as far
But
as
do you think it's true? Do you
that she's
think
a
she
girl's
is a
girl,
girl's girl? Do you think yes? And do you think she's a sweet girl and this and that? Like,
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to grow up in an industry and not be tainted and say sweet, you know? But I mean, for what she does and her genre and her fan base, I think she's a marketing machine, you know?
I respect her and stuff. Like, I'm not like a T Swift hater, but I'm not like, oh my God, I love Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I'm just not a big pop music girly, so it's just not like doesn't appeal to me, but I think she's fine.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly it. Like she's vanilla. She's
Yeah,
vanilla.
she's vanilla, exactly. Like it's just her music, her lyrics are very basic, but I get it. Like it's mass appeal because it's easily digestible to anybody, you know,
Mm-hmm. One
especially a
size fits
younger
most.
fan base. What else is going on? Bad Bunny in the Super Bowl halftime show was the best thing that's happened in a long time, and
We talked about it on the last pod.
Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Okay. I just didn't think it was going to have, but I'm still living for it. Like, I'm still happy. Did you see that Turning Point is going to have their own halftime performance?
But is it during the NFL?
Yeah,
like,
they're gonna play it. It's gonna air during the halftime show only. And I
but
love
it's
that.
not during it's not at the game.
No, it's not the game. It's going to be like recorded somewhere else and then broadcast at the same time. But I love the options. Like if you go on the website, the first options, anything in English. And then it's like country, todo. And I'm just like, why can't, it doesn't, we listen to Brazilian music. Me and you listen to Brazilian music. We have no idea what they're saying. It's in Portuguese. But like the music's there, the beat's there. Like you can still move. Like, I don't know. Since we talked about it last time, I won't get too more into it. Another thing I'm living for right now on TikTok, which you're not on, so you'll see it in a couple weeks, is somebody did AI with Jake Paul, but like really, really good AI. Mm-hmm. And they're turning him into like a Mexican, like somebody that's gay, a cross-dresser, but the AI is so on point that it looks real. Like it looks like I had to.
He's gonna be pissed.
When I first came across it, I'm like, is this real? Like I thought it was a joke, like he was doing it as a joke. But then then it started coming up more and I saw that it was AI, but who's ever behind it is really has some good AI because.
Has he said anything about it yet?
I haven't seen, but the last one, he's doing bouchon makeup. So right now he's when he's in Mexico and he's doing like a bouchon makeup look. I'm going to send them to you. They're so funny. Like
I don't get why people like him. He's an asshole.
I don't know.
I don't get it. How did people get him this following? And where did he start? On Twitch?
No, YouTube. Him and his brothers like están chiquitos.
Why aren't they canceled yet?
They've been canceled several times, but they always come back, and they appeal to like the people that idolize Trump and stuff. So I mean, they have like an instant fan base there. And I mean, there's been studies done. The people that support that kind of thing aren't very intelligent, and sadly, there's a lot of people that aren't very intelligent in this world. So
You know what really bothered me when the brother had his wedding and they were both punching the cake.
oh yeah. What did you see? Like there's trouble in paradise. A couple weeks like right after the wedding, like there's a video of him and his wife, or his now wife, fighting in the car, and he gets out like in Ching. I think they're in Paris. It was Paris Fashion Week, and she tries to trip him because they're fighting. She tries to trip him when he gets out of the car, and I think they've been married for like what, not even a month or a couple.
No, it's a recipe for disaster. Just them two, like they're.
Yeah, but
I want to know how the parents feel. Like, are they proud of them, or are they like
yeah,
these
well,
little
I've only
shits?
seen the dad. I haven't seen the mom, but the dad is just a grown-up version of them. Like you can see why they're the way they are. I watched a documentary one Sunday on them. I forgot what it was. It was on Netflix. Just because I'm like, I want to see, like, I want to see I want to see what people, where they came from. Like, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. Like, I always feel like there's more to everybody, but no, they're just, they're, what you see is what you get. And their parents, like, that's their offspring of what they.
Ugh. I wish I could root for them because I like it, like that they're brothers, así como tú y yo, pues hermanos, pero
Yeah.
they're disgusting.
What else is going on? Did you hear about that cheerleader that she delivered her baby in like her dorm, well, not her dorm room, but her like house that she was living in with her like roommates. She's in college. She's 21. And then she put the baby in the closet and left to school. And then the roommates found it and called the cops. This is just recent. Like she's going to like court. She was in the hospital. She gave birth. So she was hiding her. She was pregnant. Some cheerleader, like competitive cheerleader in college. I think Kentucky. I want to say Kentucky.
Like, was it like a Division I school where it was worth it?
Yeah.
Just
well,
kidding.
Like
it's never worth it.
Well, anyway, she was hiding her pregnancy the entire time, and she delivered the baby in the room, cleaned up, and then put everything, all the placenta, todo. She said that the baby, she was blue when it was born, but obviously, Elle had her umbilical cord wrapped around her neck twice. She was blue, like sometimes silent blue. And she said she did hear it whimper, but that she passed out, and when she woke up, the baby was dead. So they were saying that she could have like rolled over and slept on him, or she could have just put him in the bag. Like they're doing an autopsy and stuff, but it's kind of hard to tell, like things like that. But yeah, she put it in. She wrapped it up. She put it in the closet. She cleaned up. And then she left to school, I guess. And then the roommates found, and the roommates said they heard something like in la madrugada, but they just went back to sleep. But I'm just like, apart that's so fucked up, it's so sad, but like, damn, how do you deliver a baby by yourself? Like I had a baby in the hospital with an epidural, and it was a lot, but she did. And then when they took her phone, like she was Googling like how home birth,
DIY home birth.
So yeah, todo eso. So she knew what she was doing.
That's so sad.
She was trying to say that she didn't know she was pregnant.
Well, how do you not know? I mean, I get it. There's some people that had no symptoms, but it's like
she was pregnant. Because when they went through her phone, like there was pictures of her like showing her belt. Like she knew, she just didn't want anybody else to know. She recorded herself giving birth. Like pictures, they found pictures of her giving birth y todo.
That makes me so sad.
Clearly knew what she was doing. But what's crazy is that this isn't the first time I've heard that same story of a cheerleader having hiding her pregnancy, having the baby, and getting rid of it. There was another one.
Heard it again?
It was before this case. There was another one. I mean, a young girl, I forgot what her name was, did the exact same thing. So I'm like, what is it? Is it something about cheerleading? Is there something about that part of the state?
No, I think it's just that's their entire life, and then something. And when I mean something like a child, like they feel like it's in the way. But I know that makes me sad.
Yeah, it is sad. It is really, really sad. So I think right now they can only charge her with like tampering with the corpse because they don't know if the baby was alive, like if it was born alive or not. They don't know if she suffocated, like slept on the baby, because that's what she's claiming. But yeah, it's sad. I'm sure these things happen all the time, but since now it's so easy to get news and like in real time, that I think nos estamos dando cuenta más.
Mm-hmm.
Is your baby up?
Yeah, he's waking up, but I can put him back to sleep. I know he wants to fall back to sleep.
What else is going on?
I'm gonna go lay him down. How much time you got? You got to go pick up the kids.
I got 10 minutes, but if you leave, it's gonna cut it even shorter. So,
No, talk about the Cardi B and Jay Shetty.
oh yeah. If
Talk
you
about
have
that, and I'm gonna go put him to sleep.
So she was on his podcast, and it was the most hilarious thing because there are two personalities. First of all, I love Cardi B. I think she's hilarious. I think she's smart. I think she's super entertaining. Like, I just love her. I'm not crazy about her music, but I like it. Like, I do like it. But I just think she's just so funny and so real, and her comedic timing is like perfect. So she's on the podcast, and then they couldn't be more different. Like, they couldn't be from two different walks of life. So she's being herself. Like, I love that she was completely herself. She didn't tone it down. So she's talking about when she's a stripper. She's talking about herself as a mother, and obviously he's not flinching. Like, he's taking her serious and everything, but I just wish I knew. I wish I could get in his head and know what he's thinking, because I'm sure he's like, oh my God, like, she didn't just say that. She didn't just say that. But if you haven't seen it, go watch it. And I really, really enjoyed her perspective as a mother. Like, I never felt more seen in my life. And I think it's the thing I've been telling people for as long as I've been on social media, is that I love what she said, because I say that all the time. Like, I'm a good mother. Like, I feel like if I'm good at anything in this life, is being a mom. I don't think I'm the perfect mom. I've never pretended I was. I love the shit out of my kids, but I'll admit that they annoy the shit out of me sometimes. Sometimes they drive me crazy. I need my space from them. And I think knowing that, recognizing that, and giving yourself grace and space and time makes you a better mother. I think there's no correlation between being always with your kids, or super present, or always positive, or always this. Like, there's no correlation to being a good mother. I think being honest with yourself, I think giving yourself grace, time, giving them that little edge, also telling them the truth, telling them, like, I need my space, you're annoying, whatever, will help them in the future when they become parents, so they don't feel like they need to be perfect all the time, on all the time, because we're all humans. We have a natural instinct to be a parent, to be a mother, but that doesn't mean that has to be your entire personality, because we were a whole ass person before you had kids, and that whole ass person is the reason that you are who you are as a mother. So I think it's really important that you tap into that. You never forget who you were. You're honest. It's okay to feel overwhelmed. It's okay to be stressed. It's okay to hate being a mom every once in a while, or not hate being a mom, but recognize that, I mean, it's a lot of work, and sometimes it takes everything out of you. But I think as long as you're filling your cup, it won't do that. Like, as long as you're investing in yourself, taking time for yourself and your friends and the things that make you happy. So I think Cardi B expressed that in the funniest, best way possible. And I love that she said, I don't care, like, I'm a good mom, because I think we should all tell ourselves that as a mom, like, I'm a good mom, no matter what I see on social media, no matter what anybody tells me, like, we're good moms. Like, we all do the best we can with what we have. I'm sure there's some exceptions, and there's some shitty moms out there, but I think for the most part, everybody's the best mom that they can possibly be. What else? I liked her another part that I really liked in her interview, when she was saying that she's giving her kids everything she has, all the advantages she can. She's invested in them, and she wants them to be better than her. Because I feel the same way. Like, I'm not raising mini me's. I don't want Elle to be a mini Linda, or Poppy to be a mini Eva or mini Linda. Like, I want them to be better than me, smarter than me, more successful than me, stronger than me, healthier mentally, emotionally, more mature than me. Because that's, at the end of the day, I feel like I did my job. Like, I want them to be themselves, whoever that is, or whatever that is, but I want them to always be better than me. Like, I feel like every generation is a more healed generation, a more secure generation, and I think if we did that, then as parents, we're doing our jobs. I'll never understand when somebody wants somebody to be just like them. Like we're all our own person. Your kids are their own people. And I know that because my two kids couldn't be more different. Like they're night and day. And I know I didn't do anything different. Like I did the same thing. I raised them pretty much the same. And they're two completely different people. So I think as long as you recognize that and you let them be themselves, I feel like they grow up to be healthy adults. I'm going to wrap this up because I have to go pick up the kids. This was a short rapid fire episode. I'm not sure when my sister's coming back. But thank you guys for listening to the Chisme Mitotes and our 2 cents. And we'll record another one real soon. Hope everybody has a great weekend. Bye.